Now that Apache is installed, we are going to proceed to install a PHP application server. PHP is a very popular web scripting language, and of course a lot of websites out on the internet are written in PHP. It's very robust and you can write extremely complex web applications using PHP, and it's fairly common. So let's go ahead and install PHP and get that working with our Apache web server. So I'm going to go back here to the terminal, and we're going to execute the following command to install PHP. Again, the list of these commands will be given as resources for the lecture. So feel free to follow along, or you can directly copy and paste the commands from there to make things simpler to execute them. So now to install PHP, it is sudo apt-get install PHP, and we put a space there, lib apache2 -mod -php space -y. Okay. What this command is going to do is, again, we're using the apt packaging system. It's going to go ahead and get the latest version of PHP that is compatible with Apache 2 for the version of Raspberry Pi that we have, and it's going to pull down all the relevant dependencies and libraries and install PHP for us. So I'm just going to hit enter here, and the process is going to run for a bit, getting the packages that we need, and it is installing PHP. As you can see here, the latest version of PHP for the particular distribution is PHP 7. It may be different depending on the version of Raspbian that you're running. If you're watching this video at a later time, it may be a later version of PHP, but for the current version that I have, PHP 7 is the latest distro that I am pulling down. So let's give this a few seconds to run, and we'll pause the video and resume when the installation has been completed. Okay, so now our PHP install has been completed. Let's go ahead and restart Apache for the changes to take effect. So to restart Apache, we type in sudo apache ctl restart. Okay, and that would have restarted Apache for us. We get a little message here, but for the time being, you can feel free to ignore that. But that should have successfully restarted Apache. And now to actually test out our PHP application server, let's create a PHP file. Let's make sure here we are the var www.html folder. If you're not there, you can navigate to there. And now we're going to do a sudo leafpad, and we're going to create a file called info.php. So again, this command is going to open up the leafpad editor and create a info.php file for us. So I'm just gonna open that up here, and we are going to type in the less than sign and the question mark PHP. And in PHP scripting, that's how you indicate a scripting block where the code that follows is to be interpreted as PHP. And we're going to call the PHP info function. Okay, we put a space, the question mark, and a close bracket. And essentially what this is doing is this is getting the information about our PHP application server, and this is going to display it for us. So we could save this, hitting Control S, and we can close this off. If you notice here, you'll see the info.php, and I'm going to bring that up in a browser. So again, this is the IP address of our server, 10.0.0.117. You can plug in the IP address for yours. And I'm going to put in that info.php page, and here you have it. So if your PHP was installed successfully, you should get a page that's similar to this. It would tell you what the version of PHP you have running is, and this tells a lot about the different attributes of the PHP install and information about which particular packages, libraries are installed, and so on. So very easy to set PHP up, get your PHP application server up and running, and once the info.php page is showing up, you should be good to go. You have a robust Apache web server running in conjunction with a PHP application server on your Raspberry Pi. Hope you enjoyed this tip and trick.